So I was talking to a friend, and I told him that Microsoft Word document can be used for graphic design, and he was arguing with me. So I went ahead and showed him, and he believed that Microsoft Word document can actually be used for design. Now, one thing most people do not know is that Microsoft Word document is very powerful. Most people, especially university students, just use it for basic things, for typing, for office work only. Now, Microsoft Word document can be used for three major things that I know of. I don't know other things, but these three I know of. Number one, it can be used for graphic design. Yes, it's a complete graphic design tool. Number two, it can be used for development for by developers. Yes, it's a complete developing tool. You can use it for as a developer, and that is for another. We're not going to cover that. So if you want to use it as a developer, you come here anywhere, you click here, and you click on customize the ribbon. So if you click on customize ribbon, then you will see something here which says developer. If I click on this thing, if I click on this and I click OK, you can see that there is this thing which says now developer. Yes, so it gives you developing tools for developing if you're a developer. That is how you can use Microsoft Word for as a developer. Now the third thing is that Microsoft Word document can be used for graphic design, and that is the one we are interested in. We want to use it for graphic design. And in order to use Microsoft Word document for graphic design, we need to set some parameters straight. Most of them are in this section called layout. So if I come to layout and click on layout, you're going to see certain things here. The first thing you're going to be seeing is called the selection pane. This one, this selection pane. All you have to do is just click on it and it will come on the sides here. So it's called the selection pane. Actually, it has to be here, so you leave it here. That's the first thing you have to do. The other thing you have to do is to come to this align and click on it, then go down to this align, make sure this is ticked. Yes, align to margin is ticked. Then this one it says use alignment grid, also make sure it is ticked. Yes, so make sure these two are ticked, and this will actually open the designing mode. Yes, so now if I leave, then you just know that you're already in the designing mode after ticking those two. Yes, after ticking those two, you make sure that they're on in designing mode. Let me first show you again. You make sure that they're ticked. You make the alignment is ticked. So just click on it and it will be ticked. You make sure this tick is appearing. Then you make sure use alignment guides is ticked. Those two are the things that open the designing mode. Now, when you're in the designing mode, one of the things that you will mostly use are text box. Yes, so you will use text box, and the text box are here. These things called text box. You're going to be using these things called text box, and they are the art behind the design. Yes, they are the I don't know how to call them even. They are the major guys behind the design. They give you flexibility to design anything in Microsoft Word document as long as you're dealing with words. Then the other thing are pictures, which is this, and then the other thing is shapes, which is this. As I've always showed you how to use shapes. So those are the things we're going to use to design in Microsoft Word document. Now the design we're going to be doing today is the design that somebody sent me the other day, and it's a design that I'm going to design, and then this person will get the template after. So it is this design is the one we're going to do. First things first, if you look at this design, you're going to see that there's an image in the background, this image. So you start with the image, the one which is at the back. So you start with the image. So this big image is the one you're going to start with. So to insert this image, you're going to remove this. You go ahead and click on this. You go ahead and click, and then you go to insert, and you come here and pick a shape. So pick a shape and draw a shape anywhere. Yes, so after drawing, then you can move it up to here. You move the other side up to up here, and then you move this side up to here. Now you see, if I'm trying to move it, you're going to see there's some green line coming. So see that green line? It is guiding me that it's saying that this is now the margin. Actually, this usually happens in Canva. When you're designing in Canva, you'll be seeing there's like a line. There's a green line which always comes when you're in Canva. Yes, they guide you, and that's the guideline. We activated it, that's why it's appearing. If you don't activate, then that line will not come. Yes, so I'm going to reduce this a little and make sure that it looks like the original, which is here. As you can see, the original, there is some space around there. So this is the origin. This is how it looks. Now from here, I'm going to double tap on it. After double tapping on it, come to shape fill, click here and click on picture, then insert the picture. Yes, insert the picture you want to work with. Now as you can see, I'm going to insert this picture. This is the one I'm going to insert and leave it there. From here, I go ahead and click on picture format, then click on crop, and then click on fill. Now as you can see, the image has now entered. I can now adjust it a little, adjust it the way I want, and then I can leave it there. Now from here, actually this is not so good, so I click picture, click on crop, fill, and move this a bit up, then I can leave it there. Then I double click on it again and make sure that as you can see from here, you can see that there's a border, there's a black border. This shape always comes with a black border, so I don't want this black border. In order to remove the black border, I'll just double tap on it. After that, you go to shape outline, Yes, you click on no outline. Click on no outline. After that, you go ahead and go to shape effects again. Then you click on soft edges. Soft edges, you go ahead and select this number 2. It's edge number 2. Click on it, 2.5 points, and then you leave it there. So you can see now I have an image which is placed on the page. Yes, you can see that the image is placed on the page. Now from here, you go ahead and look at the original design. In the original design, you're going to see that there is a shape which has been used there around here. There's a shape which has been used around here. Even this image, there's an image here. So there's a shape and an image. So we need to insert this shape and this image. So go ahead and insert the shape and the image. So I click here. I want a shape here. So I click on insert, click on shapes, pick this and draw here. Yes, I've drawn the head there. Then I extend it the way I want. So that is one. Then the other one is to duplicate it because I want to insert an image. So there's a shape and an image. As you all know, we usually use an image to insert a shape. So you move this cursor, and make sure that it is showing this kind of cursor. Yes, because there are very many types of cursors. There's this type of cursor, there are other types of cursors, and there's this type of cursor. So as soon as the cursor is around here, you want to duplicate this shape. To duplicate a shape, you click on Control and hold. Control, you see that plus. When you click on Control and there's a plus, that means you can now duplicate. So you click on Control, then you move it. You can see that it has been duplicated. Yes, so after that, then you reduce the size and bring it up here, then pull this one a bit this side. Yes, so you can see these two are now in. Now after this, you're going to go ahead and look at the original design. From the original design, you're going to see that this shape is transparent while this one has an image. So we're going to start with this one and make this transparent and then fill the text on it, then we can deal. So after that, we go ahead and click here, go ahead and click on this. After clicking on this, you go to this part here which says, you go where there are these shapes, then you go to this part, this small part says format shape. So then you click on this small arrow in the corner, you click on it and then it will open something on this side. Yes, now after it has opened something on this side, you go ahead and click on this, you click on this and click on fill. Then you're going to see the word transparency here. You're going to see transparency, then you increase the transparency. It's right now it's at 0. So if I am to increase it to about 10, let me say 10, you increase it to about 10, you're going to see that this is becoming transparent. Yes, so increase it to about 10, even increase it to about 12. I think 15, 16 there, 16 is okay. Then from here you change the color, click here and maybe orange. As you can see now we have orange. You click here, you make it maybe darker orange, something like that, but I think the other one was better, so I'll leave it at this orange. So we have an orange color there. Yes, so then you can remove it. If you want. Now after removing it, you're going to see that it has borders. So we don't want borders. Generally we don't want borders, so I double click on it. After that, I go to shape effects and I go to soft edges and I select number 2. Yes, and I click OK. So you can see that there it has disappeared. Then I go ahead and go to shape outline and I click on no borders, no outline. So you can see that now I have this shape. Now you can do the same for this. Just double click on it, go to shape fill, shape outline, click on no outline, go to shape effect, soft edges, select number 2. Now you can see what I have here. So now I have this. Now from here, all I have to do is add the text here. Now to add the text, we're going to be using what we call text box. Now to use that, you go ahead and click on insert. After that, you first see what type of text you have on the original document. So we have the heading and the body. So we have the heading and the body. So that means we are going to insert 2 text boxes. So to insert these text boxes, you click here, you click, and then you click on this. You make sure you're on this, double click on it. So you make sure you're on this. After that, you go ahead and click on insert, or you just tap here, tap on this draw text box, tap on this draw text box, tap on it, then come here, draw the first text box. Yes, and go ahead, tap on it again, draw a second text box. Yes, now after doing that, you're going to go ahead and click on this first text box, then you type whatever you want. Me, I'm not going to type, I'm going to just copy. So I'll come here and copy what is here. It's not good. Just come here and copy what is here, copy, and then go inside here and paste. So I'll paste it as the smallest. Now you can see that I pasted it and it's very small. Now as you can see, this text, this whole thing is highlighted. Yes, it's highlighted right now. Yes, so I want it to be unhighlighted. Then I'll just click anywhere on my document. I'll click anywhere on my document. You can see that now it is not highlighted. After that, I'll come back and put my cursor here on the line of the box. Tap on it and make sure it is highlighted again. Now after it is highlighted, I can now change anything inside it. I can go ahead and increase the size of the text. So I'll just come here to this thing here and increase the size of the text, increase the size and even make it bold, continue increasing the size maybe to that size, and then I move this a bit down so I can see now I have dinner time. Yes, now the other thing is another text, so I get this next text which is the body. I get this body text and highlight all of it. After this, copy, then come back here and paste it. After that, you go ahead and move it a bit. Yes, actually now before even you move it, actually first thing first, you have to first remove all these borders and background. So to remove the borders and the background and the white background, just tap here on this. After that, double click on it to show for you this. After that, you go ahead to shape fill. Yes, click on this, then you click on no fill. Yes, you can see that the background is gone. Then you click on shape outline, you can click on no outline. You see that the outline is also gone. Same thing for this one, double tap on it, double tap on the edges on the line. You make sure you double tap when this kind of cursors appear. There's this kind of cursor, this one here, the movement cursor, this one. So you make sure that cursors appeared, you double tap here, then you go to shape outline, make sure there's no shape, no outline. Then you go to shape fill and make sure there is no fill. So then you'll be having that. Yes. Now as you can see, if you tap here, you're going to see that the font size is only 12. So you can change the font size. Just highlight the whole thing and click on here, change it to maybe 14 there. 14 is good. And move this a bit down, and you can move this a bit up, and then you chill with it around there. Now this is the most crucial part. Yes, this is the most important part. Now as a designer, you want to be able to move the elements of a design freely without disorganizing them. Now the only way right now, if I try to move these elements, you're going to see that these elements are just standing on their own. The most important thing right now is to make them as a group, so that if I click on them and I want to move them, I can move all of them at once. Now the things that I want to group are this first one, this second one, and this shape. Yes, so I want to group all this as one, 2, 3. I want all of them to be as one. So in order to group them, all I have to is just click inside this one, then hold on shift, and then click on the next one, hold on shift again, and click on the third one. Yes, now you can see that all the 3 of them are highlighted. After that, I go to this thing which says shape format. So I click on this shape format. After that, I go to this thing which says group. I click on this, and then I click on group. Yes, as I click on group, you can see that they have all been grouped. Now all this is as one. I can move them as one. So now they cannot be disorganized because they are now like one simple thing which I've just placed. So I can move them the way I want. Yes, I can play with them around on the document. So that is the first thing. This is the most important thing, grouping. Always group your content when you place them on the page. Always group them so that they can easily be moved. You can easily play around with them and change the shapes and everything the way you want them to be. The next thing I want to show you is this particular one. How to insert the image. So to insert an image, all you have to come here and double click on it. After that, you go to shape fill, then you click on picture, and you click on this, and then you go ahead and look for the image that you want to use. Yes, so in the other example, we are using this image, so I'm just going to click on this image and use it. So I click on it. In fact, let me use this one today. So I'll just click on this and click on insert. Let me use this and see. So as you can see, it has entered. After that, I go ahead and look for picture. I go to picture format, and then I look for crop. Yes, for crop, I click on fill. Now you can see what has happened. So I'll pull this to this side and make sure it is here. So I'll just leave it here. After that, I click anywhere in the document, and you can see that the image has entered. Yes, so we have this image now. This is the first page. Yes, this is the first page. Is page number 1, as you can see in the previous document. Yes, in this document, you can see that the first page had this image this side. Now what you have to do now is create this next page. Now to create this next page, all I have to do is come here and make sure that I have now a second page. Yes, so now I need to create the second page. I'll first move this, and I put the cursor down here, double click, and you'll see that the second page has come. Now I can move this back to where it was and leave it around there. Yes, so now I need to create a second page. Now to create a second page, go ahead and insert a shape. Click shape, click on this, pick a shape and draw here. So I'll first draw a shape, like a shape of this size. I want it to be around this size because the image is small there. So after I'm making it around this size, I'll reduce it a little again. And now after reducing it a little, I'll first move this one forward. Yes, after that I double click inside here After that, I go to shape fill, click on pictures, click on from a file, and go ahead and find the image that we want to use. Yes, so it is this image. I'll click on it, insert, and the image will enter here. From here, I go ahead and go to picture format. After that, go to crop. After that, go to fill. Yes, now as you can see here, I'll hold on it, come here and hold on it, then drag it and match it with the other one. So you can see that it is there. You match it with the previous one. You can see that they are matching, then you leave it, and now you can see that we have an image there. So I click anywhere here, then double click on it and remove the border. Shape outline, pick no outline. Yes, now you can see I have an image with no outline, but it is on both sides of the what? Both sides of the paper. Now, in order for us to use this, we have to go to the next part and see what is happening on the next part. On this specimen folder, you can see that we have this, which is what? Which is the name of the recipe name. Now to design this recipe name, all you have to do is just create a text box. As you can see, it has a text box. So it has one text box, a second text box. There are two text boxes, 1 and 2. So I'll first go ahead and click and create a text box on the new document. So I go ahead and click create. Don't worry about the position, you'll align them later when you're done. So just create them with a relatively good position, then you can align them later. So I go to text box. From text box, I go ahead and click on draw text box, and then I draw a smaller text box here, draw it here. After that, you go ahead and get the title which is spaghetti blah blah blah. Copy this, go ahead and paste it inside here, paste it as this normal one. So after pasting it like this, you go ahead and do this, then tap on it to highlight it. After that, you go ahead and increase the size. Yes, increase the size, and then bold, and then align it left and decrease the size a little, like that. Yes, as you can see, you still have this thing which is the border, so you remove the border, double click on it. After that, go to shape outline, click on no fill for the border. And as you can see, the other one is underlined, so to underline it, go ahead and go to insert. From insert, you go to shapes, then you see where there are lines, this part which says lines, you pick a line and then use it to draw down here. So draw with a line, draw something like this. After that, you go ahead and go up here where they're saying this shape, so you change it to black. After that, you go down and make it more thick, like this one. So thick, you can see that it has changed, it's now a bit thicker. Now from here, the next thing to do is to tap on it, make sure it is highlighted like that. Go ahead and hold on shift, then tap on the words, and then go ahead and go to shape format, go to group, and then group the two of them, so it becomes like they are one. Yes, now from here you can move them the way you want. Yes, you can move them the way you want. You can even just put them here, you can play around with them the way you want. Yes, so now they have become elements which are just there for you to play with. The next thing you have to do is insert the other box. So you insert another text box, you go to insert, go to text box, then you go to draw, and then you hold here and highlight and draw. After that, after drawing, you go ahead and go get your text wherever it is. So I'll get this text, I'll copy all of this, and then copy and come here, and then I paste inside here. So I'll highlight and paste. So let me use this middle. So I've pasted it here. After that, I can reduce the size to the way I want, try to manipulate it the way I want. So I want to see what the size is here. So if I tap inside here, you can see it's at 12, so I'll increase it to around 13. First, do this and then highlight it like this, then click on this, and you can see that it has gone out to 13 to 14 actually. Now move it around down, then move it this side. So I've moved that side. After that, I can go ahead and tap here, double tap on it, and remove the outline. So click on this, say no outline. So I have no outline here also. After that, I can go ahead and tap on this, then click on shift, tap on this, and make sure I go to shape format and then group. As I've said, grouping is the most important thing here. So I've grouped it. After grouping it, now I can move it the way I want. Yes, I can just play around with it, so I can put it the way I want. So grouping is very important. It's one of the most important things when it comes to designing making this kind of design. So grouping is the most important thing. Anything you group is being seen on this selection section. Yes, you can see all of them here on this selection section. If you actually, for now, don't mind about the selection section, just leave it. But anything you group will be seen here. For example, group 12, group 10. Yes, everything, all your elements can be seen here. You can even move them. You can change the way they are arranged from here. So first leave it for now. For now, you first leave it. For example, if I don't want to see this, I can just come here to this eye and I make sure it disappears. Instead of deleting it, I make sure it disappears, or I can bring it back. Just click on that and it comes back. Now the next thing we have to do is to create another text box here for ingredients. So if I click on insert, I go to text box, and I go to draw, pick, and I draw here. I draw one text box that is for the there's one text box here for ingredients. Then I'll draw another text box down here for the actual ingredients, part 1. Then I'll draw another one for the continuation of the ingredients here. This is part 2. Then I'll draw another text box down here, which is for the instruction heading. Then I'll draw another text box down here, which is for the actual instructions. Now from here, all you have to do is make sure that your design works. Now, as I've seen, as you saw before, I only grouped these two. Now I want to also group this one, this image, together with this. So I click on it to highlight it like that. Make sure it is highlighted. Just make sure it is highlighted. The whole thing is highlighted the way you're seeing here. After that, you go to this other part, click on Shift, and then hold on this image. You can see that now both of them have been selected. Now go ahead and go to shape format. Then you go to group, and you group all of them. Because that all of them have been grouped, now I can move them the way I want. So I can move them a bit up. Then I can also move this. So this was grouped, so I'll have to group this other side also. I'll just highlight it like this, then go ahead and click on Shift, highlight this one also, go to pick this and group, click on group. You can see that this is also grouped. Then I can move it also, follow this one. So you can see that they are still on the same line. So I've moved this up, and I've moved this up. Then I can also try to reduce this a little, try to reduce this part. If I reduce this part, I have to make sure that this part is also matching with the upper part. So you can see around there. So it's still okay. This has messed up with the arrangement. So let me move it back a bit down like that. Now all I have to do is move this. Yes, so move this ingredient thing, that get the words ingredient from here, get this ingredient word, highlight it and copy, and come back to the original here and to the new one and paste it here. After that, you tap here and tap on the thing, tap on this box. After that, you go ahead and work and increase the size. As you can see, I'm increasing the size. After that, you go ahead and click on this B to bold it. Yes, now you can see that it's bold. And then you double click on this to remove the outline, shape outline, then click on no outline. You can see that the outline has also been removed. Yes, so now this one's at 26. It's at 26. What about this one? This one's also at 26. So we are going to use 26 for all the headings, all these small headings. So this is at 26. I just move it a bit up here. Then I'll move this one also a bit up. Then I bring in the ingredients. So you copy from this side the ingredients, come here and copy these ingredients. You can be copying yours from ChatGPT or wherever you get them from, and then click on copy and come inside here and click on paste. Yes, paste them here. After that, double click inside, click Ctrl A to highlight all of them. Click on Ctrl A to highlight everything inside the box. Make sure the cursor shall do this. Make sure the cursor is inside here. Then click on Ctrl A. Ctrl A. After that, you go up here where there is the bullets. You click on this and then select a bulleting. Yes, select a normal bulleting. Actually, I'll show you how to get this kind of bulleting next. So select a normal bulleting. Let me say I want this. So I'll select this. After that, I have a bulleting here. Then I move this. I make sure first of all I increase the size of this to 14. So it at 14. Then I move this to around here, and then also move the second box up here like this. After that, put the cursor inside it, go and get the ingredients from the other page. For you'll be getting yours from wherever you get them from, ChatGPT or where. Highlight this, copy, come back to the design, then paste the ingredients here. After pasting, put the cursor inside, Ctrl A, highlight all of them, then go ahead and give them, make bulleting, give them a bullet. After that, you go ahead and tap on this, double tap on this, shape outline, you give it no outline. You go ahead and double tap on this one also, and shape outline, you give it no outline. Yes, so as you can see what we have here, so you can see that now we have this to mess around with. So you don't mess around with the shape. All you have to just hold here, hold on this and move it this side, and align it with this. Then hold on this also and move it a bit this side. So I don't know what size this is. This is size 12, this is size 14. So I want this to also be size 14. To be size 14, all I have to do is come here, double click inside here, and put the cursor here on this box, and then tap here to increase the size to about 14. Then move this backwards to stretch. Yes, so now you can see what I have here. Then after that, I go ahead and move this to this side, and you can see what I have here. Now I'm going to go ahead and design and put the instruction here, and the instruction says what this thing's for instruction. It's actually not called instruction in this, it's called how to make. So I'll just tap here and copy how to make, copy this how to make. Go ahead and open this, come here to this design, then paste this how to make. paste it. After that, you go ahead and tap outside and tap on it, double tap on it. After that, you go to home and then you go to increase the size. You can see that it's now increase it to around 26 because everything that's 26, and make it bold. Yeah, so I've made it bold. Then you go ahead and double tap on it again. Then you shape outline, remove the outline, make sure there's no outline. So you can see what is happening here. Then you can move it to this side. You can move it and try to align it a little. Then you move this box here also up here, around here. After this, you go ahead and go here, get the content. So you're going to get this content, copy this, click on copy, and go ahead and put it inside here and paste everything inside here. After pasting inside here, you can move it down like this. For that, you highlight everything, go ahead and increase the size to 14 because most of the other things are 14. Then you reduce this, move it down up to there. Then you can move this upwards a little, just a little upward. After that, I'll click on this to highlight it. That hold shift, click on this to highlight the second one, and go to group shape format, go to group, and then group the two. Yes, so as for now, you can now move them the way you want since they are grouped. Now you go ahead and group this one also. Click on this, make sure it is on the at the beginning, in the beginning line with ingredients. This one begins where the ingredients begin, and then you can leave this one here. Then click on this, hold shift and click on this, and then while holding shift you also click on this third thing. So you have highlighted the three of them. Go ahead and group all of them. So click here and group. So the most important thing is grouping. Now, as long as you group everything, you can now move them the way you want. Yes, so now I can move them up like here and make sure they are balanced, and then I'll move this one, this lower one, not there, move them the way I want. So move them upwards a bit. So after moving them, you can see that there's still some friction. So I'll move this one a bit up, then also move this one a bit up. Then make sure this box disappears, or double tap here, and then go to shape outline, and then make sure there's no outline for this. So the outline has disappeared. Now you can see what is working. Now still you can see that this is not balanced. So what I want to tell you is about balance. Balance in graphic design, balance everything. If you want your design to look good, make sure there is balance. As long as the design is not balanced, then it is not good. Yes, so balance everything. There are different ways you can balance, so always make sure there is balance in your design. As long as there is balance, then your design will be good. Now, as you can see, this one, I'm not satisfied that this side is not balanced, so I have to first ungroup, then I can balance. So after this, I go ahead and click on shape format, click on group, click on ungroup, and then you can move this a bit this side. So I'll have to also ungroup this because it's messing around. Click here, backspace, then I will ungroup this. Click on ungroup, so it has been ungrouped. Since it has been ungrouped, now I can move this a bit, move it like this. Yes, I want it like that, so I want this content like this. Then I can also ungroup this. This is now fighting for balance. Ungroup this. Actually, don't ungroup this, just make sure it's okay. Then this is what we should move a bit. Should move this like this. So as you can see, there's some kind of balance here in this line. Yes, but I want the balance to be more significant, so I'll just move this. I'll just click on this. Let me first regroup this. Tap on that, click on shift, tap on this, and then go ahead and click on shape format, and then group this one back the way it was in the beginning, and then tap on this, and move it a bit this side. Yes, around here. So I want it around here, as you can see. Then I'll also move this with its groupings. I move it. I want to leave some space around that amount of space. Move it here. Yes, after this I'll also move this side, and then but I have to reduce it first. So reduce this, then I move it a bit this side, as you can see, and I move this down. So as you can see, the content is not fitting. So if you want the content to fit, then you have to move it a bit. I think there now it is fitting a bit, but this still creates no balance between the lower part and the upper part. So I have to find balance between the lower part and the upper part. Yes, so in order to find that, I need to stretch it a bit. So stretch so that there's balance. Yes, so if I'm to stretch it, then I have to move this one inside. So it's all about balance. So now here I'm just fighting for balance. The moment I get balance, then the document will begin to look good. So balance. So it's all about balancing. Now I can actually now move this up a bit and move this also. Okay, leave this one here. and then move this one, next one a bit up, then move this one also up. I'm looking for balance here. Okay, I think I found it. So this looks a bit balanced, looks better than that. So it's balanced. Now I can move this also a bit up to find balance. Now there I have balance in this document. So I have balance in this design. Now from here, all I have to do is add what you call the bullet point. Now to add a special bullet point, I'll just highlight this. After highlighting this, I go to these bullet points here, click on this drop down arrow and go to this thing which says define new bullet. So I click on define new bullet, click on picture, click here, and then click on Bing image search. I'll double click on this. Yes, double click on this so that it can open. You need to be online for this to work. Then from here, I click on I say diamond orange shape. Yes, I say diamond orange shape, and click on it, click enter, and then it will look for me, it will look around for a diamond orange shape. Now I can scroll through, maybe you see this one, this first one is okay, this one's okay. I can also scroll through and find another one. Just keep on scrolling until you find the one you want. Yes, but then since I've already seen the one I want, I'll just pick it, which is this one here. So I'll just click on it. That I click on inside, then you see now it has come here, it has defined the bullet point. Now I click on OK, and then you can see that now I have diamond bullet points. Now I can highlight this also and go to this drop down arrow. Now you can see diamond bullet points here, so I just click on one to select it. Now you can see that I have the diamond bullet point. Now from here you can see that now I have this specific design which is ready for me to put out. So this is my design, and you can see that it is ready. It is a ready design and is ready to go. But in general, that is how you make this kind of design. That's how you make this kind of design. I hope you have learned from this, and I'm going to show you how you can make more of them in the next video. So stay tuned.